My presentation is titled The Effects of the Cancelled Garbage Pickup. On June 22, 2009, the City of Toronto municipal workers walked off the job as negotiations between management and union hit a standstill, leading to a month-long strike. Though many services were cancelled, the mounting piles of garbage seemed to be what many residents were most frustrated with. Within weeks, many people claimed that the cancelled garbage pickup began having an impact on their daily lives, as the smell of garbage had begun to creep into their neighborhoods. Though the cancellation of the garbage pickup was an inconvenience, I was curious how it affected residents at the time. It was not as if residents had to store their excess garbage in their homes, as many dump sites for residential waste were created and utilized. As a result, I decided to look into what factors may attribute to the garbage strike affecting one person more than the other. The reason may be that many domestic and international media outlets reported how dirty the garbage strike had left Toronto, even declaring Toronto as a top destination to avoid. This had a detrimental impact on tourism and restaurant sales, as many people thought that these destinations would be too dirty to attend. As a result, employees who worked in these industries suffered greatly, as Ontario had the largest decline in restaurant sales in 2009 out of all the provinces. These people are likely to reply that the city is getting dirtier, which has led to the cancelled garbage pickup affecting them more. This led to Hypothesis 1, which is, the more an individual believes the city is getting dirtier, the more the cancelled garbage pickup will affect them. In addition, many temporary dump sites were created in parks and parking lots in an effort to accommodate residents in the disposal of their garbage. The stockpiling of garbage in these areas had led to an increase in rats, raccoons, scavenger birds, and insects. Garbage and high temperatures had created warm homes and warm food, which was the perfect environment for the pest population to explode near surrounding homes and businesses. As a result, anyone who lives near a dump site will consider it hazardous to their health, leading to the cancelled garbage pickup to affect them more. This led to the rationale for Hypothesis 2, which is that the more an individual considers the strike to be hazardous to one's health, the more the cancelled garbage pickup will affect them. The data set I'll be working with is the Toronto Strike 2009 survey, which uses public opinion data. The dependent variable will be measuring how the garbage pickup cancellation has affected residents. The two independent variables I will use are X1, the perceived dirtiness of the city since the strike has started, and X2, if the cancelled garbage pickup is considered hazardous to one's health. I created a regression analysis predicting the effect of the garbage strike with dirtiness and hazardous. As you can see, the regression analysis supports the claim that dirtiness seems to be the best independent variable to explain variation on the dependent variable. This is supported, as the b-value of dirtiness is 0.32, which indicates a one category increase in dirtiness produces a one-third category increase in the effect of the garbage pickup cancellation when controlling for influence of the other independent variable. In addition, the beta value of dirtiness is 0.189, which indicates influence of dirtiness in comparable standard deviation units, and is higher than the beta value of hazardous, which suggests that dirtiness has a stronger relationship to y. Also, the significance of x1 is 0.000, which indicates that the relationship is not likely due to chance or sampling error. The hazardous variable also does a good job explaining variation on the dependent variable, however not as well as dirtiness. This is confirmed by a b-value of 0.17, which indicates that a one category increase in hazardous produces a 1/6 category increase in the effect of the cancelled garbage pickup when controlling for the influence of the other independent variable. In addition, the significance of x2 is 0.008, which is acceptable and indicates that relationship is not likely due to chance. The regression analysis shows that the equation as a whole has an adjusted R2 of approximately 0.058, which indicates that the independent variables collectively explain 5.8% of the variation on the dependent variable. In addition, there does not seem to be a collinearity issue within the independent variables, as dirtiness and hazardous both have a tolerance level of 0.87, which indicates that there is not a problem. This is a brief summary of the regression results. In addition to dirtiness and hazardous, I want to investigate what happens when the effects of age are considered, specifically 55 years and older. The reason that the cancelled garbage pickup will affect this age group more is because they are less likely to drop garbage off at the temporary garbage sites. They may not have the time, access, or ability to dispose of garbage properly, resulting in the cancelled garbage pickup to affect them more. Therefore, they may store the garbage in their homes, leading this group to believe that it is more hazardous to one's health. In addition, this age group is more likely to view that the city is getting dirtier based on television reports, resulting in avoiding dirty areas, and as a consequence, the strike affecting them more. Therefore, age will have its own individual influence on the effect of the garbage pickup, in addition to creating a stronger relationship between the regression coefficients. This leads to Hypothesis 3, which is that the group of 55 or older are more likely to think that they are affected by the cancelled garbage pickup. The dummy variable x3 that will be used in the regression is age, which I have turned into a dichotomous variable, recoded under the age of 55 to 0 and over the age of 55 to 1. By leaving out under 55, it becomes a reference category where its effects to the other categories are assessed. This will allow me to examine the impact of a third variable, 55 years and older, among the first and second variable, dirtiness and hazardous. The second model shows that age has its own independent influence on the effect of canceled garbage pickup. This is confirmed by a b-value of 0.345, which indicates that people aged 55 and over are more likely to be affected by the canceled garbage pickup compared to that of people under 50. The results of Table 2 also show that the equation as a whole has an adjusted R2 of approximately 0.075, which indicates that 7.5% of the variance on the dependent variable comes from dirtiness, hazardous, and age being over 55. In addition, the tolerance levels are all above 0.86, which indicates that there is no problem with collinearity. When comparing Model 1 and Model 2, it is evident that the b-value for dirtiness and hazardous do not change much when controlled for age, 55+, as the relationship is similar in both models. The b-value for dirtiness changes slightly from 0.323 to 0.311, and the b-value for hazardous changes somewhat from 0.173 to 0.171. As a result, this regression analysis is a case of replication. This is a case of replication because the initial relationships between the effect of the garbage strike, one's perception of dirtiness, and if it is considered hazardous persist when age is held constant, therefore confirming that the original relationship is real. The same relations held before and after the statistical controls of age were introduced. Possible future research may include looking at different regions within the Greater Toronto Area to isolate their responses. This is the syntax used for my presentation. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.